The GTA Trilogy Definitive Edition received its first big update today, mainly targeting bug fixes and other general things the community took issue with, and in this video I'm going to be going over some of those things. Starting with the biggest addition, they added the option for fog in San Andreas, which was one of the biggest complaints about Definitive San Andreas, that you could see the entire map if you were up high in a plane. With this option on, it looks a lot better, as you can see by the comparisons here. It does only appear when you get a certain height in the air. Right above Maze Bank is the sweet spot, and you can still kind of see really far, but you won't be able to see every single part of the 3 major cities from being in the air anymore, which is much better. But if you don't want the fog on, maybe you don't like this, you can just turn it off in the options menu under the graphics tab. The option is called ground haze, and this is specifically for San Andreas. It is not included in the other 2 games. The rain was also fixed. Here's some gameplay of the rain before the update in GTA San Andreas. It is not pretty in the slightest. It makes it super difficult to see while you're driving or doing anything. But when we switch over to after the patch, the rain effect itself is still the same, but the raindrops are much easier to see through. It doesn't block your vision as much as before, and this change is in effect for all 3 GTA games because they all pretty much use the same exact rain effect. Another nice option added to all 3 games is being able to turn off the aiming outline. When you aim a weapon or target someone in the Definitive Edition, there was this white glowing outline that appeared around the character, which in my opinion didn't really fit that well in a GTA game. You can now turn that off under the gameplay tab in the options menu for all 3 games, and I will definitely be playing this way from now on. A small but welcome change is to the menu sounds. For some reason, Vice City 3 and San Andreas all use the San Andreas menu sounds despite all of them having their own unique ones. Well, now each of them utilize their own unique menu sound. For an honorable mention here, CJ's max muscle and max fat walk animations now work correctly. Before, if you had max muscle or max fat, the walk animation would not change, and that's not how it was in the original game. That has been fixed in this update. Of course, there are some other miscellaneous bug fixes and general changes to each of the games, but I just wanted to cover the biggest ones in this video. I will have a link in the description to the patch notes if you want to read them yourself. Some other news that we got today though, the physical release of the Trilogy Definitive Editions have been delayed. I believe the initial release date was supposed to be December 7th on the Xbox One, PS4, and Nintendo Switch. Now the Series X, Xbox One, and PS4 physical releases will come on December 17th, and the Nintendo Switch version will be releasing in early 2022, so that one was delayed even further. The Nintendo Switch version definitely needs a lot of help. That one is the worst version of them all. But to conclude, this update is a good first step. However, these games still have some pretty big issues. There are still a lot of frame rate drops, especially in Vice City, but you can definitely notice them in San Andreas and 3 as well. I would also eventually like to see the crosshair display enemy health in San Andreas like it did in the original game. Some of the gun holding animations in San Andreas also look really off, so there's still some work to do for sure. But let me know what you guys think about this patch in the comments. Are you going to try to play the games now after this patch? And if you enjoyed the video or found it helpful, feel free to leave a like as well as subscribe to my channel for more content. And as always, thanks for watching and have a great day.